The China Report for Sunday, March 3, 2013. China targets satellite market. China is looking to increase its share of the global commercial satellite launching business, targeting a 15% share by 2020, a leading space program official said Saturday. China hopes to increase its market share by establishing strategic alliances with major launch services providers and satellite manufacturers, along with developing its own technology. China has just 3% of the market now, but the goal laid out points to its ambitions to become a major player in space, just 1 decade after becoming only the third country after the US and Russia to launch a man into space. The Great Space Race is officially on. More bad loans in China. China reported an increase in underperforming loans at its major state-owned banks, the Banking Regulatory Commission said Friday. Investors with a close eye on China follow the sector's non-performing loans (NPL) data in order to look for signs of a popping credit bubble. Bad loans rose by 64.7 billion yuan to stand at 492.9 billion yuan at the end of 2012, but the NPL ratio remains steady at 0.95%. In January, China's banks extended 1.07 trillion yuan in loans, marking the highest monthly total in the last 3 years. China's rare earths minerals exports sluggish. China's export of rare earth minerals remains sluggish due to declining demand. In January, the country shipped 1,092 tons of the minerals, which was 38% less than in 2012 during the same month, according to government data. Other exported rare earth processed products totaled 2,866 tons, down 22% year-on-year. Traditional processed products accounted for 5,112 tons. Chinese authorities said they will allow exports of 15,499 tons of rare earth resources in the first 6 months of this year. Additionally, they plan to stabilize the country's rare earth export policy during 2013. China to have 60 million 4G LTE subscribers by 2016. China will have 60 million 4G TD-LTE subscribers by 2016, and will account for around 40% of the world's TD-LTE users. It certainly sounds like good news for China Mobile, the company that will be operating the nation's TD-LTE network. It also seems like a pretty optimistic proposal for a nation that doesn't even have a 4G network right now. But China Mobile has been waiting for years to roll out its TD-LTE network and has test stations in many major cities already. There are signs that Chinese authorities may permit the operation of a commercial TD-LTE network before the end of this year. If that happens, and it's still definitely an if, that would give China Mobile's network 2 full years to grow into that 60 million number. But could the network grow fast enough? China says won't back down on territorial disputes. China today kicked off its annual legislative sessions with a stern warning to Japan and neighboring countries that it will not back down on issues relating to sovereignty, and Tokyo should bear responsibility for any military friction over the disputed islands. China wants to be friendly with Japan and all other countries, said a spokesman of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference. But we do have our principles and baselines and will not back down in any way on issues regarding the country's sovereignty and territorial integrity, he said. That's the China Report for today. Zaijian.